People, see your own boy MC Bernardino. Welcome to Canada Immigration with MC Bernardino, where I dish out information for those that want to migrate to Canada wherever you are, especially for those that are outside Canada. Alright, so if this is your first time on this channel, take a few moments, subscribe to this channel. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit the thumbs up button. Thank you very much. Alright, so now on today's episode, I'll be telling you about the super visa. I mean, you want to apply for super visa for your family, for your parents, for your grandparents to come to Canada. You want to know how to go about it. What is the application process? How much does it cost? What's the processing time? Who can apply for super visa? So that's what I'll be telling you on this channel today. So you want to hang on tight, call your friends, call everybody around you, grab a cup of coffee, because today's episode is actually loaded. I'll be telling you much about the super visa. So hang on tight, guys.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Right, so let me quickly give you a quick definition of, background of what super visa is all about. You know the way Canada is structured. You have to work, and if kids are there, someone needs to take care of your kids. And the way things are now, daycare are so expensive that sometimes the husband might have to stay back at home, or the wife stay back at home, or probably regulate the time of their schedule at work just to make sure that the kids are taken care of. So that's why the government of Canada introduced this super visa, just to ensure that parents, grandparents can come into Canada to help their children take care of their grandkids and their children and the rest of them. So that's what this super visa is designed towards. So what's the difference between the super visa and visitors visa? Visitors visa allow parents to come into Canada for 6 months. You can't go beyond 6 months. Before 6 months, you have to leave Canada for the parents. But the super visa on the other side, you can stay in Canada for as long as 2 years. That's much longer, right? So that's the major difference between the super visa and the visitors visa. With the visitor visa, you can only stay for 6 months. While the super visa, you can stay for as long as 2 years. That is pretty much better. So that is what the super visa is designed for. So who can apply for super visa? So if you're a permanent resident in Canada, if you're a citizen of Canada, you can apply for super visa for your parents to come into Canada. So that is the advantage of the super visa. So and the visa can be given for a duration as long as 10 years. I'm not saying you can stay in Canada, your parents can stay in Canada for 10 years, but the visa can be issued for a maximum period of 10 years, but they can stay in Canada for a period of 2 years before they go out again and come in again. So it's very advantageous, so you can actually look into that. So I'll be telling you what are the procedures and how do you apply for the super visa. Who can apply for super visa? You need to know who is eligible. Are you eligible? Are your parents eligible to apply for super visa before you go into it? So I'll be telling you what are the eligibility criteria. One, the first thing is you have to be, just like I said earlier on, you have to be, for you to apply for your parents, you have to be a permanent resident of Canada or a citizen of Canada for you to apply for super visa for your parents to come into Canada. Two, and your parents, they need to have a letter that is signed and by you, the applicant, the permanent resident or citizen in Canada. Your parent needs to have that letter that states that, oh, you are a permanent resident or you're a citizen of Canada. And also you must have shown the proof of fund that you have in your bank account to take care of your parents when they come into Canada. In addition to this, you need to show the list and number of people in the household, in your own household. You need to list. So presently in Canada, how many of you are in Canada? You, your wife, your husband, your kids, how many of you are you in Canada? You need to show that. In addition to that, a copy of your citizenship card and also permanent resident card, you also need to show it. So that's also part of the criteria that makes you eligible to apply for your parents to come into Canada through the super visa. Next thing is, another eligibility criteria is that have a medical insurance from a Canadian insurance company. So don't forget that your parents are coming into Canada, and just because our parents are a little bit old, they need to have medical insurance for a minimum of 1 year by any insurance company in Canada. That shows that in case they fall sick or anything happens to them, they are ensured they are covered. That is why it is very important. So don't leave that out. And for the insurance, it needs to be valid for 1 year, at least a minimum coverage of 100,000, and have a proof that the medical insurance has been paid for. So that is also one of the eligibility criteria. So in addition to these two, you must also apply for super visa from outside Canada. So if you're applying for your parents wherever they are, you need to make sure that they're outside Canada, so you need to apply from outside Canada. You can do it online or you can do it through paper application too. So next thing is your parents must be free of crime, free of any crime-related offenses for you to apply for them. And don't forget the exam, the medical exam. They need to undergo medical exam from wherever country they are applying for. That is also an important, very important criteria for them to apply for the super visa. All right. So, in addition to this, I will be telling you how do you go about applying for them. I've just told you about the eligibility criteria now. So, how do you apply for them? What are the modalities? That is what I'll be telling you next. The super visa for your parents. What are the documents that you need? I've already told you about the eligibility criteria. So now let's talk about the documents you need to apply for super visa for your parents. One, a letter of invitation. Don't forget, you need to invite your parents. You need to write a letter for them, inviting them to come into Canada, that you will be their sponsor, reason why you want them to come into Canada. These are what you have to state in the letter of invitation that you are issuing to your parents. In addition to that, you need to show that you'll be supporting them financially. In the letter, you need to show that you'll be supporting them financially. You'll be taking care of them, their finances. Don't forget, your parents are not working in Canada, so you need to show that you'll be supporting them financially. You need to show the number of people that are in your household. I already told you that. And also, you need to show a proof of your citizenship or your permanent resident card. It needs to be attached to so it's part of the document that you'll be showing when you're applying for super visa for your parents. In addition to this, the proof of fund, it is very, very important. I mean, so you need to show that your income, your proof of income is going to show Canada that, okay, you have the financial capacity to support your parents when they come into Canada. So they expect you to show that you are low income cutoff, minimum low income. So that the way you can see that, it's online. I'll be showing you online the LICO. That is the low income cutoff requirements. So I'll be showing that to you. You need to know what your family size is and what is minimum expectation in terms of how much you need to have. So that I'll be showing you in the course of this of today's episode. So in addition to the proof of fund, you also should be able to show your notice of assessment for the last year. I mean, the previous year, your notice of assessment, you need to show it. That shows Canada Immigration, that shows them how much you made last year, so that they can actually forecast whether truly you can really take care of your parents when they come into Canada. So in addition to this, you need to show your employment insurance stub. I mean, your pay stub is also very important. So you need to show your pay stub from where you presently work right now. You yourself, your spouse. You also want to include your pay stub. Also, it is very important. It's part of the document that you need to show when you're applying for your parents for super visa. Your employment letter is also very important. If you can get that, that is also an added advantage. Also, it's part of the requirement. The bank statement. So you need to print a bank statement. So minimum of 3 months, previous 3 months, you need to show the bank statement. Just go to your bank, print it, or you can also do that online too, just to show how much you have in your bank account and how long that has been in your bank account. So that is also very, very important. Bank statement is very, very important. Don't forget, I told you that your parent needs to show their insurance. They need to take up an insurance with an insurance company in Canada. So proof of insurance for your parents is very, very important. And don't forget, I said the coverage should be for a minimum of 100,000 Canadian dollars, and it must be with a Canadian insurance company. That is very important. You need to show a copy of that document too. The medical too. Don't forget, your parents need to do medical from wherever they are coming from outside Canada. They need to do medical, so that is very important. So with an accredited Canada Immigration Hospital, wherever they are, they need to do their medical too. So these and lots more are what you need to show in the document. So in addition to these documents, you need to be able to show the ties between you and your parents. I mean, how do you show that they're actually your parents? So you might want to show them your birth certificate that states the name of your parents and your name, the correlation between these two. You need to be able to show that. So that is very important too. You need to show that ties between you and your parents. How do you prove that relationship? You can only prove that with your birth certificate. Your marriage certificate can also be of help too, and your parents' birth certificate too. Things like this are what you can use to show the ties that exist between you and your parents. So next, I'll be telling you about, I've already told you about the eligibility criteria. I've told you about the how you can apply for it. So after you've applied, what is the next thing that's what I'll be telling you next. So you want to still stay tuned, guys. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. Share this video with your loved ones. Click on the likes button if you feel you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much. Through the low income cutoff that I told you about. Don't forget I told you that you need to show your income too when you're applying for super visa for your parents too, and that depends on your family size too. So that I'll be telling you about now. So for your family size of 1, I mean the minimum necessary gross income you need to have to apply for super visa for your parents is 25,338 Canadian dollars. For a family of 2, 31,554. It goes like that up to family of 7. So if you're a family of 7 in Canada, you need to show a proof of fund of $67,055 as gross income in order for you to apply for your parent to come and join you in Canada. So anything above 7, a family of 7, additional people, the 8th, the 9th, 10th person, you need to have additional 6,827. So Canadian dollars. So that is what you need to have. So depends on your family size. You look at the low income cutoff requirements, and you need to show that proof of fund in your bank account. Don't forget I told you that you need to print your bank statement for the last 3 months. You need to attach it to the document when you're applying for your parents to come to Canada through the super visa. So depends on your family size, you know how much is commensurate with that, and you need to submit that too. So now let's talk about what happens next after you must have submitted your application. So after you must have submitted your application, what you need to be bothered about is biometrics. So the moment you submit your application, so let me quickly tell you this. I always advise that it is good for you to apply for them online. I mean, I don't encourage paper application, because if you do paper application, it takes more time. I mean, it takes more time. You have to pay for mailing, you have to track it. Anything can happen in the process, lost in transit and things like that. And also it delays, it takes more time. Why not just do online application? It's pretty straightforward. You can even do it from here in Canada. As far as you have all the documents for your parents, you can do it. So the moment you submit the application for your parents, now after submission, I mean the next day you'll get they'll be told to go for biometric. You print the form online, send it to your parents wherever they are, and they print the form and they go for their biometrics. So when they go for their biometrics, they present the letter and they pay the sometimes you might even have to pay the biometrics. When you're paying online to the application fee, you might have to pay for the biometrics too. And if not, when they go for the biometric, they need to have the money at hand, so that when they're doing the biometric, they pay for that and everything goes fine. So they pay for the biometric. And how much does it cost to apply for a super visa? I haven't told you that. So to apply for the super visa, it is 100 Canadian dollars. It's cheap, 100 Canadian dollars, and you'll be fine. And biometric is always $85. So that's in addition to that. So that we're looking at 185 Canadian dollars. So these are what you need to and when your parents are going for the biometric, they need to go with their international passport. So other requirement, they will state it in the letter for you. So sometimes your parent might be required to come in for interview. It's hard. In most cases, they don't require interview, but just get your mind prepared just in case. They might ask them to come for face-to-face interview, but in most cases they don't ask for that. So they might require for additional information at a point in time. Maybe if they feel that information you provided is scanty, they need additional information, they might request you to submit additional information. So put that at the back of your mind. So medical examination is important. Don't forget I told you that for them to come, one of the requirements is that they need to go for medical examination. So, and they can't just go to any hospital. They have to go to an accredited Canadian immigration hospital where outside in the country that they are applying from. I mean, your resident, where your parents are resident, they need to go for medical examination, and that needs to be among the documents that you'll be applying, submitting. Police certificates too might be required at a point in time, just to be sure that criminal wise they don't have any criminal record and they are good. So the processing time when you go online depends on the country that you are applying from. I mean, it varies, so it could range from a minimum of 4 weeks to like say 20 weeks. So it depends on the country that you're applying for. But in order for you to know what the processing time actually is, you just have to go online and type in the country that you're applying from, then you know what the processing time is. So I might not be able to really tell you what the processing time is, but you have to do that get that information online. So if you feel that what I've told you today, you have any question, you are not clear about anything, just feel free to drop it in the comment section below. And also, if you feel that this super visa that was introduced by Canada immigration, just to encourage parents to come into Canada, if you feel it's the best thing that they've done, I mean, drop it in the comment section. Let me reason know why you feel it is one of the best things that they've done. For me, because I feel it is very good, because it allowed with our spouse, with the younger generation, to go and work, knowing that our parents can always take care of our kids. So that's really good for us. So if you feel otherwise, if you feel it's not one of the best things they've done, drop it in the comment section. Let this be interactive. Let me really know. And also, if you feel that the 2 years, I told you that your parents can stay in Canada for as long as 2 years. So if you feel the 2 years is enough, or you feel it should be longer than that, just let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you feel about this. Drop it in the comment section below. And guys, if you feel you enjoyed this video, once again, please click on the likes button. If you haven't subscribed, please take a few moments, subscribe to this channel, click on the likes button, share this video with someone that you feel might actually need it. Alright, so next I'll be going to the think about the segment, where I always drop it deep. You think about it, you act on it, and it all. Okay, so on the think about the segment, I stumbled on this wonderful quote and I decided to share with you. So it simply says, the best inheritance a parent can give their children is their time each day. The best inheritance a parent can give their children is their time each day. This is pretty straightforward. One of the best inheritance we can get from our parents is the time they spend with us each day. So are you in Canada here struggling with your spouse, with your children, with your kids? So, why don't take advantage of the super visa? Let your parents come into Canada, spend more time with you. Don't forget that our parents are also growing old too. They've worked hard for us, so it's time for us to also make them feel the benefit of coming to Canada to enjoy themselves too. So while they're enjoying themselves, they can also help out too by helping raising our kids the way they've raised us. So take advantage of the super visa. I think you've gotten enough information based on what I've told you today. So if you feel you are not still clear, you need additional information, feel free to drop it in the comment section below. Any question you have as far as super visa is concerned, I will try as much as possible to answer your questions. Alright, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and don't forget that the giveaway that is going on, watch my previous video that I did in the past for you to know about the criteria. I'm doing a giveaway just because you guys have been good to me. I also want to be nice to you guys too. So watch my previous video to know what it entails. Alright guys, if you feel you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button, share the video with your loved ones till I come back to you guys with another wonderful, exciting, educative topic. If you feel there's anything you want me to discuss, drop it in the comment section too. I always oblige to you guys. Till I come back to you guys with another wonderful video. See your own boy MC Bernardino. Please guys, subscribe to this channel.